Tech moves at lightning speed, and I'd love to go past the headlines to tell you where the future is headed. And this week, let's start with robots. They're becoming more common in warehouses and even popping up as a bartender. But why can't they have an artistic side too? A symphony orchestra performing in the United Arab Emirates isn't what you'd expect. The musicians are real people, but the conductor is a Japanese android, complete with a humanoid face, torso, and of course arms. It's called Alter 3, and combined with AI, it controls the tempo of the show as it moves around almost as if a human would. The android can even jump in and sing if the situation calls for it. Now, it might look a little unsettling since it has some human elements, but far more exposed robotic parts as it waves its arms around. But for the record, this opera is called Scary Beauty. But really, opera? You'd think a robot's favorite music would be heavy metal. Okay, another tech that's finally beginning to become more mainstream is virtual reality. While you mostly hear about VR gaming, it's also being used in fields from the military to medical training. And now it's being used to go back in time. As a parent, you never even want to consider the possibility of losing your child, the thought of never seeing them again. A mother in South Korea lost her 7-year-old daughter to an incurable form of blood cancer in 2016. Filled with guilt and regret, she has photos of her daughter everywhere she can see, so she doesn't have to let go. A Korean media company spent several months working with the woman to create a documentary called I Met You. If you looked away from the screen, come back now. For this documentary, a virtual world was created where this mother could reunite and interact with her deceased daughter. They created the VR representation of the little girl using home videos, along with videos of children who were similar in size and looks. The mom was able to virtually touch and talk to her daughter in a park where they used to play. After the mother had this VR experience, she was able to better deal with her devastating pain, suffering, and grief. Still, a lot of people question whether this use of VR is a good thing. It might hurt another person. Grief is very universal, but it's also very personal. And one thing's for sure, the future of tech should not be based on clinging what was lost in the past. Okay, switching gears to a different kind of tech, let's talk about saving lives. I'm sure you've heard of heads-up displays or HUDs, where text and graphics are overlaid onto something like a windshield. It's marketed as a safety feature to keep drivers' attention on the roads. It's also long been in military aircraft to keep pilots safe. Now it could do the same for firefighters. In a video hosted by Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., talks about a new kind of HUD designed specifically for firefighters. It's a mask powered by AI and machine learning called the Quake See-Through. They're equipped with single-eye displays and thermal imaging cameras, which lets firefighters see in situations they wouldn't be able to otherwise. So you could have firefighters inside a building that's filled with dense smoke. If they can't see through it, they have to rely on touch to find their way around and locate anyone trapped inside. But with this thermal vision and augmented reality, firefighters will actually see edges of walls, objects, or people overlaid as green lines on their heads-up display. Although it's not on the market yet, it could one day let firefighters get back to fighting the fires, and not fighting to see what's ahead. All right, now for a first-world problem involving your golf game and how future tech is here to help. If you don't have a golf cart or a caddy to haul your clubs around, you either have to throw the bag on your shoulder or use it as a push cart. Or you can check out the eWheels Caddy. It's a battery-powered device that pushes your clubs for you, hands-free, but it wasn't very smart. Now, the same company is back with the eWheels V2, which is supposed to turn any dumb push cart into a smart caddy. This time, it's got a magnetic smart tether, so the electric caddy knows how to follow you around. It adjusts to your walking pace, can climb hills, and knows when to hit the brakes. You can also use the companion remote to tell the caddy to go away when you need space to line up for your next shot. Oh, and it operates in bad weather too. Hopefully, we'll see this smart caddy sometime this year. And true story, I was playing in a golf celebrity tournament, and I told my caddy I'd move heaven and earth to be able to break 100. My caddy said, try heaven. You've already moved most of the earth. Hey, thanks for watching. Now, a few things. Don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for more digital know-how, check out all these other great links.